Thank you very much. Muchas gracias. It's a real pleasure for me, an honor actually, to be here in front of you. And I'm gonna tell you about my family a little bit because I want to get personal. I love to get personal with everybody that I meet. It's part of my culture. It's part of who I am, I guess. But who am I? I'm the granddaughter of a woman who started bearing babies at the age of 17, give birth to 17, bury 15, 14 before they turn 18. I'm the daughter of a woman who got in a relationship with a man who was an alcoholic, give birth to 6 children to this man who used these children as punching bags. I'm the niece of the first woman in my family who ever get married, which means so much in a developing country, elevates your social status, and secures the future for growth after you. I'm the sister of the first girl in my family who finished elementary school, and then she went on to graduate from high school. I'm the girl who, as grew older, started to be harassed in the streets, called every name in the book, just because I was a girl. I'm the girl who entered the labor force at the age of 13. At the age of 14, I started working for a multinational company, and I was met with harassment, lower wages than those of my male co-workers, exploitation to the level that I work over 75 hours a week for $30 a week. I'm the woman who married a man who, because his nationality, the color of his skin, his socio-economical status, his gender, of course, has no problem or never pretty much has to prove his qualifications of his abilities. His word and ideas are considered to be original and true. And trust me, he's kind, well-traveled, well-educated, and wise, but he's not always right. I'm standing here before of you to tell you about all these women in developing countries who every day had to go through things like I went through. And I'm sure many of you here have been through the same things. And it's not right. Our society cannot afford to continue in this path. As human beings, as people in this earth, we can no longer afford it. Not for just ourselves, for all living creatures, for boys and girls. It is the moment for us to stand up and say no more. We are the 99%. Our voice is loud and should be clear, and we should not back up because there's too much suffering, there's too much pain, too much struggle that is entirely unnecessary. There is enough resources in this planet for everybody, independently of your place of birth, your sexual orientation, your religion, whatever you have, an able or unable body. You should be treated with respect. You should be given the education that you need to succeed and pursue your passion in life. You should be treated with respect everywhere you go. You should have the ability to travel and visit places that you wish to visit. That is not something that everybody in this planet have the privilege of to do. I end up here just by coincidence. Just, we're meant to be. I don't know. And I'm very, very grateful for it. Because in my native country, due to international agreements that favor corporations, profit over people, through political corruption, because of gun violence, gun violence, and because my country is geographically placed in a position that is very fragile to drug dealing, drug trafficking, and climate change, end up being the #1 murdered country in the world for over 5 years. Can you imagine, as a mother, as a father, living in so much violence? Honduras is a little bit smaller than Kentucky and has 8 million citizens. In average, a day, 20 people get killed. 20 people a day, 20 lost lives. Most of these people are under the age of 35. Can you imagine that? Just having to wake up every day to 20 dead bodies. I just want you to understand why the immigration situation is happening, why people want to leave. We don't come here with the mentality, we're gonna take your job, we're gonna take away things from you. We come here because we're looking for a better future for our children, because we have no choice. We are left with no choice. So this march is for everybody out there who's struggling, and I'm very thankful for all of you for being here and for joining this struggle and being willing to raise your voice and stand up for bullying, for xenophobia, for misogyny, for all the terrible things that just we cannot allow to be go on and on anymore. Thank you all.